Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dip on these things. You know it. Think about it. Think about that. That guy is literally the richest man in the world, spending millions of dollars to help Donald Trump buy an election. Now look, they're saying the quiet parts out loud now because Donald Trump has already promised that he would put Elon in charge of government regulations that oversee the businesses that Elon runs. That's a hell of a buy. He could spend billions to make more than 10 billion on the back end. So in other words, Donald Trump, in front of the eyes of the American public, is promising corruption. That's what he's promising you.
So what he's supposed to do, he said, in front of the eyes of the public. He can do that and make it on the back end. How do you know that, Timmy? Won't you tell me about that? Which billionaire do you know of is making billions on the back end? Huh? Which politician do you know of that's making millions on the back end? I'm sure you know a lot of them because you're a part of that gang right now. You're a part of that establishment that wants to take over. People say things, and I'm noticing a lot of things right now. Something that we need to realize is that they project a lot. Usually what they're claiming that Trump is doing, they are actually doing. I believe Kamala has a whole gang of billionaires behind her. And the billionaires that she had behind her are usually the ones that's tied to the evil sugar honey iced tea going on around the world. All right. Who does BlackRock endorse? Who does Vanguard endorse? I would love to know that. I mean, because who does Soros endorse? Kamala, right? Because we need to pay attention to those type of things. They're over there talking, they trying to pull everything that they possibly can out of their ass as a last ditch effort to help Kamala across the finish line. But what they won't do is discuss actual issues that have been bogging down this country for the last 3.75 years. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. So they're trying to lie to people over and over and over again, say, no, he's the bad one. He's the bad one. She's the bad one. But when they're in front of someone having an honest conversation like Kamala Harris on 60 Minutes, and she was just asked about the border, we already know how that went. It wasn't good for her at all. But now, only thing she got to say is Trump's fault. And if she constantly says that and she never has to answer any questions, like we played a video earlier today at a town hall of hers where somebody stood up to ask her a question. And the moderator was like, no, we already have pre-approved questions that we're going to ask. Hopefully, I will ask a question that happens to be in your brain. That's what they said. They are protecting and babying this lady that they claim is strong enough to carry the title of President of the United States of America. Come on now, man. How are we handling her with baby gloves and then going to believe in and trust in her to protect us? How are we going to do that? If you go outside, right, and you see two gangs walking toward each other and they about to fight, and one of them look real evil, man. They look mean. They got their knives and their sticks and everything, and they like, and then you look down the other side and they look like the Democratic Party. Think about that. They look like the Democrat Party. Just however you can picture the Democratic Party, that's what they look like. Walking down to which gang would you feel bad for? You would feel horrible for those little. So it's like y'all know in class, right? In schools, and this is what I believe the Democratic Party is. I think they are the slow class in school. All right. So I believe that the Democratic Party is the special ed class. in school. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just want y'all to listen to me for just 1 second, right? So when we get out of school, when we get out of high school, the slow kids got to go somewhere, right? Like they go into the job force, they go into the workforce, they go into to the federal government, they become Democrats, and then they believe whatever the hell you tell them. They don't read no policy. They just depend on the worst news platforms ever to tell them what's going on in the world. They believe that whoever they vote for is going to do exactly what they tell them to do, and they never have to check on them. You can blatantly lie to their faces, and the evidence is right there in front of them. They're not getting paid any more money. As a matter of fact, they're getting paid less. They can't find any jobs. They're living in worse conditions. It's way more crime. It's way more people in this country that are not citizens. And you can tell them, no, it wasn't my fault. That was Trump's fault because he mean and he's dangerous. And he said they're eating your people's pets. He's racist. What about Carter 5? How you going to come talk to me, Kamala, about 300,000 kids being missing at the border, and Trump wouldn't even let black people come into his hotels when back in 1978, 79? Ain't that more dangerous than anything? You mean to tell me that millions of people dying from fentanyl on my watch is worse than Trump lying about them Carter 5 boys and getting them arrested and they ain't even do it? Huh? Trump racist. I don't care if Trump had all of the black celebrities hanging with him and putting them in music and wanting to be on his TV show and all of that stuff. He is a racist. I don't care that when Jesse Jackson was running for office, the only one that will bankroll him was not all of Jesse Jackson's black connections on the Democratic Party, but it was Trump. But he's racist. Huh? Y'all remember when Judge Joe Brown was talking about when they were in a club, they was in a nightclub, and a whole bunch of black players that looked like they getting money was inside the club, and then a young Donald Trump walked up in there, and he was like, man, who was that? And somebody told him that's Donald Trump. He's just hanging with the guys that's just they businessmen, they street guys, all of that. He's just chilling. And the guys that's trying to start businesses, he's helping them out. So miss me with all that BS. It seems like the Democratic Party is the slow class in school that grew up and now they just want to be whatever I want to be. I'm a boy today. I'm a girl tomorrow. I'm a cat tomorrow. I'm a dog today. Woof. What the hell? And think about it. I'm really not trying to take any shots at these individuals. I think they're probably some beautiful people, but they gotta be the slow class in high school. I get it. It's okay. I love slow people, just like I love the LGBTQAI plus community. But there's gonna be more letters coming out on Christmas. I think I seen some in Costco. They already got the Christmas stuff out. That's all I'm saying. Tim Walz is doing nothing but projecting. He's letting us know exactly what they are doing. They have billionaires in all of their pockets and are controlling them like puppet masters. They are controlling every single thing. They have built Kamala in a lab. They have built Obama in a lab. We can't trace anything down that they would actually accept. And anything that they do gets swept under a rug.